Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another mod overview for The Sims 4. This one is for SimRealist's newest mod, SN Bank Bills. It deepens the billing system by splitting out the costs of water and sewer, electricity, trash, and property taxes. This means you can pay for these costs separately, which can be really handy if your Sims are low on money, or pay all utilities all at once like you normally would. The SNB bill system is opt-in per household through a new app that's added to your Sim's cell phone under the household category. However, keep in mind that you'll still face consequences for not paying. Water and electricity can get shut off like they usually do. If you don't pay your trash bill, trash will pile up instead of disappearing. With property taxes, that's where things get really interesting. You pay them once every year or after 4 seasons have passed. You can see an estimate of how much it'll cost in the SNV Bills app, and it slowly goes up until you have to pay it, which is 15% of the lot's total value. It can add a good amount of challenge, especially in bigger houses. And once that property tax bill comes in, you have another 4 weeks to pay it. Otherwise, your Sim will get a negative buff that says that they've been put in the newspapers for not paying their property taxes on time, and that buff pushes them to become mortified, which means that your Sim will have a very high chance of dying from embarrassment. So, make sure you pay your property taxes. Don't do anything silly. So here you can see the breakdown of the utility costs for one of my households, where the power bill is fairly high, the water bill is the most expensive, and then the trash bill is almost nothing. But I think it is because I had just switched back to this household. I haven't actually played with them for quite a while. And then the total cost is $5,614. So just to experiment, I wanted to see if just paying one of the utility bills instead of all of them would reduce the overall household cost if I want to pay the rest later. So I do pay the water bill there, and then I clicked on the mailbox, and yeah, even if I click on the mailbox, it did reduce the bills quite a bit to what it should have been. So yeah, that's a nice little touch. Just to show you one more example, I went over to one of the houses that I use for my Island Living Let's Play, which is definitely more modest than the first house in the video. And of course they ended up being a lot cheaper, as I would have expected. And the electricity is actually a bit more expensive than their water bill this time around because of the amount of objects. I do like how it shows each object that is part of this cost, where it says 5 lights, 4 electronics, and then for the water bill it says 2 sinks, 2 toilets, 1 shower and tub, and 1 tank. And then with the trash bill, it tells you how many trash deposits you've made, and then with pay everything, it shows a percentage of everything that's being factored in. It's really cool in my opinion. It reminds me a bit of City Skylines with all the detailed statistics that you can see. Occasionally I do wonder what factors into the exact cost of my bills, so it's nice to have that curtain lifted. So if you've been wondering the same, then I highly recommend downloading this mod. You may have seen a video that I recently did where I said that The Sims 4 needs more normal things that can be incorporated into everyday gameplay no matter where your Sim is or how they live, and I think this does fit very well into that category. So I will leave a link to the download page in the video description below. There's also a handy Word document that can be your guide, and there's also a bunch of cheats that are listed in there too if you want to mess around with those. But be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest content from The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!